my sexual appetite became increased. I became very vulnerable, and then it was like I was like a magnet for guys that I did not know, and for some guys that I did know, but mainly for guys that I did not know, and I put me at jeopardy. But because I had decided a long time ago to accept responsibility for my actions, I accepted responsibility for my actions. But as a lawyer, I did not have the mens rea or the competence to accept responsibility for this particular action because I was ill. But you still, while this is happening, no one is paying attention to the fact that I am ill. So I accepted responsibility. It is still, I'm not ashamed of this, and it's no longer painful, but it is still a painful thing to happen. And this is about me, but this is also for somebody else to understand. When you're dealing with someone who has a mental illness, look at the whole person. Look at what's going on with them. Pay attention to what is happening, even though the person appears to be in control. And someone like me, I am always in control, especially when I am not in control. I am always in control. I always appear to be in control. My whole ass is on fire and I am in control. Because that's the only how I know how to be. But when you have a young family like I did at the very beginning of this, it is dangerous. I had a husband at the beginning of this. Notice my tense. I had a husband at the beginning of this. I don't anymore. I have a friend now because we have grown as a result of this. But this hypersexuality, more than anything, I think most partners, most wives, most husbands, that is something that they can't understand. They can understand grandiose behavior. They can understand you spending all of their money. They can understand the lack of sleep. They can even understand the manic behavior. They can understand the shame and a whole bunch of other stuff that goes along with this bipolar. But this hypersexuality thing, very difficult for most partners to understand. And even more difficult for you to explain to your 3 children. A lot of people talk about sadness. For me, when all of this is happening, right, I'm busy going, I'm going at the speed of naught. But all of this is going on. I'm going, I'm like the little engine that could. I think I can. But at some point, the engine starts slowing down. Okay, I don't think I can. But while all of this is happening, at the end of the day, I have to face myself, right? And I have to think about it. And then I do this replay of everything that I have done. And I have this memory where I literally remember every goddamn thing that I did. And as I replay everything that I've done, I went to the Dorchester. Holy crap. I told my friend of 30-something years that I went to Oxford University. Holy crap. some guy tried to talk to me or tried to touch me, and did I allow him to do that? Holy crap. And you replay and you replay and you replay. And then I smile a little, but then you cry a little, then you cry a little, and then the tears are not stopping. And then because you come home, and then you think, could I allow someone to come into my flat who I shouldn't have allowed to come in because of all these inhibition and all my boundaries and all my trust? Did I trust someone I shouldn't have? And you replay all of this stuff. And then you think, thank God that my daughters did not see this. Thank God that my mom is not here or not in this country, or or she's dead, that she didn't get to see her daughter in this condition. And you sit there and you replay and you're like, how did I get in this state? And as you sit there and you replay this, and in most cases, when all of this has happened, right, you're not in your home anymore because your behavior has deteriorated so much. You're now in a mental hospital with a whole bunch of people who are really crazy. So you no longer can go outside or do what you're accustomed doing. And then as you sit there eating crap food and dealing with people who are not listening to you, and you're saying your prayers and you're saying, God, please get me out of here. And you're writing in your journal and whatever else you need to do to keep yourself together, shame sets in. For me, it's shame because I've let myself down. And and you usually go back to that stubborn pride thing. I'm an educated woman. That's what, for me, it was this. Before it used to be, it was this. I'm educated. How did I allow this to happen to myself? Not realizing all of this time that I was an ill woman. I am dealing with a mental illness. It is not something that I can grapple and control. At the moment, it is controlling me. So how do I get out of this? And it was a whole bunch of shame. I'm British and I'm West Indian. And West Indian people don't talk about shit. They don't talk about mental illness. It's something you just shh. Bipolar is hereditary. I was not aware of my familial background. I speak openly about everything. Not many people do. I am doing this podcast because I don't want people to be ashamed of something that they have no control of. I'm also doing this podcast that if I can reach one person and educate one person about bipolar or any other mental illness, then, brilliant. But this is my story, and I want to use my experience to help anybody that I can. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And if I have made any difference so far, please leave a comment and we'll get back to you soon.
It's